Good morning. So this video is about dating. All right, so I'm going to go over some of the things to kind of think about and kind of consider, and some steps, I guess, to kind of like really reflect on. All right, so usually we only attract, who we are. And usually we attract somebody that is kind of opposite from us. However, we need to keep in mind when we attract people, even though it may look like, oh, I'm not attracting who I am because this person is strong, let's say, just in math or finances and whatever, and I am strong in this area and they're not strong in this area. But you are attracting who you are. What I mean by that, in a place of lacking. So if you are lacking spiritually, you're going to attract someone who is lacking spiritually. However, those things that are lacking, they're going to come about. They're going to manifest themselves in a way where it's going to look like you guys are opposite from one another. But what you're really attracting is the core of the lacking. Does that make sense? You're attracting the core of what you're lacking. So if you are lacking in your spiritual life, in your values or whatever it is, the quality stuff, you are going to attract someone who's lacking in those areas. However, it may appear that they're not lacking in those areas, but at the core of it, they are. And even though on the superficial level, it may look like they're not lacking, right? And what I mean by lacking is like, it may look like they're not struggling in that area because worldly stuff or materialistic stuff kind of mask that area. But at the core and the deep, the value of it, they're lacking in what you are lacking. The substance, the things that actually matter, the quality things, they're going to be lacking that too. Even if it's masked, even if, you're disillusioned. Dude, my words today. Anyways, that's how it's going to look like. All right. So when you think about dating, think about you want to attract who you are. So write down a whole list of things that you would want in a person. And then 2, write down a whole list of things that you, 3 qualities in a person that are non-negotiables, okay? And then, are you those 3 things? Reflect. Are you those 3 things? For example, if you want this person to love the Lord with all their heart, do you love the Lord with all your heart? Another one, if you want this person to live a righteous life, are you living a righteous life? Are you doing, what pleases the Lord? And 3, let's say that you want this person to really, care about those in need, or you want this person to have loyalty and, be honest and, and transparent. Are you honest and transparent? Right? So we only attract who we are. If we are attracting from a place of lacking, then we're going to attract someone who is lacking. And I don't mean lacking in a materialistic way, like money and stuff like that. I mean lacking in a place of spirituality, because that's where that's the core of it. That's the main core of it. Everything else, these materialistic things, are just a result. I'm not saying if you're poor, it's because you don't have a good relationship with God. Please don't twist my words. What I'm saying is, in a partner, when you get married, right? Because dating's with the purpose. Dating is to get married. When you get married, you want to be able to respect this person. You want to be able to say, I respect you, and I believe in what you believe. How can I help you meet that goal? Or how can we work together? How do we accomplish this thing? Right? So you need to believe in that mission, and you need to work together in that mission. If not, you have no business. Because if you don't respect them now, you won't respect him later, period. Okay? So also think about those things. Think about, from a worldly standpoint now, whatever it is that you want, learn to be that. And if you can't be that, then this is something that you're gonna have a conversation with yourself, and also some steps to work on. Let me get some more coffee. Okay. And I reset this a little bit, earlier on. Okay. So 1, write down your flesh and your worldly desires. Okay. 2, write down your non-negotiables. 3, ask yourself, do I possess these 3 qualities? 4, learn thyself. Learn who you are. Learn how you receive love, how you give love. Learn yourself. Learn who you are in Christ. Learn your identity. So that way when you learn who you are and whose you are, if a person comes in and out of your life, you will be secure in the Lord, okay? Also, learn your triggers. Learn what usually gets you like agitated or angry, and kind of start reflecting on, those things, and how some things you could choose to not be a part of, and some things you can't. So I want you to reflect on like the senses, physical, emotional, spiritual, and where you're putting yourself in, the things you see, the things you smell, the things you taste, and your physical environment. Think about all those things as you're reflecting on your triggers, okay? So then also, with the physical, emotional, and spiritual, are you consistent? Are you consistent in your spiritual life? Are you consistent with the Lord? If you want someone, like if you want your husband to be consistent in God, you need to be consistent in God. Or let me rephrase this in a worldly kind of way. If you want your husband to respect you, right, you need to respect the Lord first, right? If you want your husband to love you, you need to love the Lord first. And what I mean, this is a dating video, okay? This is not if you're already married. All right? If you want your husband to be loyal to you, you need to be loyal to the Lord first. Don't make an idol out of this man, okay? Because if you make an idol out of this man, even if he leaves, you'll make an idol out of the next man, okay? So you need to be consistent. Are you doing what you need to be doing, like your sacraments? Are you obedient to God? Are you loyal to God? Are you loving to God, right? Are you making an effort to be and to do the things that you need to be doing in your environment, with your family, with your obligations? Are you doing those things? Because if you're not, and it's coming from a place of lacking, like I said, that's what you're going to attract, even if you can't see it. So first, work on yourself, and work on inviting the Lord close to you. Work on being close to God, right? Because God won't reject your invitation ever. All right, so work on those things and just really reflect on who do I want to marry, right? Because we date with the purpose of marriage, right? So who do I want to marry, and how can I emulate that? Like, how can I be that? And then when you think about it, you're like, oh, wait a minute, like I am so not that. I'm nowhere near that. Like, I want this type of person, but I'm that type of person. And okay, work on that. And by then, when you're working on yourself and you're getting closer to God, like, you're gonna build discernment. You're gonna be able to be like, no, yes, no. You're gonna build that discernment where you're like, no, you can be like, it's not like you're gonna be like, oh, I'm better than you, and you're not, you're gonna be like, I can't respect this man, so I have no business being friends with this person. I have no business dating this person because I can't respect him, right? That's what it boils down to. All right, so I just wanted to do kind of short video on dating and just kind of what to work on. And yeah, let me know if this is helpful, or if I come up with anything else, I'll probably do another video. All right, hope you guys have an amazing day, and I love you guys. Bye.